Welcome, my beloved child, to this sacred sanctuary where your weary soul shall find my eternal promise and strength. Look at the golden gate, trembling as the last shall suddenly become the first in my glorious kingdom today. You have waited in the cold shadows for so long while the arrogant world passed you by without a single glance. But today, the long silence of your suffering ends, for I have heard every whisper of your faithful, patient heart. Listen closely now as I reveal the great mystery of your sudden elevation from the very back to the front. For many years, you have observed a system that rewards the swift and the cunning, leaving the humble behind in the dust. You did the work when no one was watching, pouring your sweat into foundations that others claimed as their own success. The world has its own rules, child, choosing those who shout the loudest and ignore the quiet cries of the faithful souls. You stood at the end of the line, watching others take the prizes you earned through your tears and your silent prayers. In the eyes of men, you were invisible, a mere shadow standing behind those who possess the gold of the earth. Those with lesser talents but greater pride were elevated to positions of light while you toiled in the deep darkness. You offered your sincerity as a sacrifice, yet it seemed the world preferred the mask of deception and hollow words. The line moved forward for everyone but you, as if an invisible wall had been built to keep you from your destiny. You questioned my justice in those quiet moments, wondering if my eyes were truly upon your struggle in the back. Every step you took felt like walking through thick mud, while the arrogant flew on wings of ill-gotten fortune. The rewards of the righteous seemed like a distant dream, a flickering light that faded every time you tried to reach. Yet, you did not turn away from my path, even when the road was lonely and the destination seemed lost in the fog. You remained steadfast in your integrity, choosing the narrow way of truth instead of the broad road of compromise. The weight of being forgotten is a heavy burden, one that crushes the spirit of those who do not know my grace. You felt the cold wind of rejection blowing against your face as the gates of opportunity were shut tight in your sight. Your hands were stained with the soil of hard labor, while others wore the fine silk of ease and unearned luxury. But do not forget, my child, that the most precious diamonds are formed under the greatest pressure of the deep earth. I was there in the back of the line with you, counting every heartbeat of your endurance and every drop of your sweat. The world was busy looking at the front, but my gaze was fixed upon the one who stood faithfully at the very end. Wait for a moment and consider this. Is the true measure of a man found in his status or in his hidden heart? The injustice of the world began to plant seeds of bitterness in your soul, tempting you to hate those who passed you. The proud looked back at you with mockery, their eyes filled with pity for the one they deemed a permanent failure. They whispered that you belonged at the bottom, that your name would never be etched into the records of the great. The system was designed to keep you down, a complex web of influence that only favored the rich and the powerful. You saw the smiles of the deceitful as they shook hands with authority, securing places that belonged only to you. Alias and his kind walked with heavy jewelry, clinking with the sound of pride as they pushed their way ahead. They did not care for the thirsty or the hungry, for their only goal was to reach the golden gate before the rest. The shadows of doubt began to whisper in your ear, telling you that your faith was a foolish waste of your life. You were tempted to surrender to the darkness, to join the ranks of the cynical and the broken-hearted people. The world shouted that you were a loser, while the heavens remained silent, testing the true depth of your resolve. In those hours of deep agony, you knelt upon the hard stone, your tears flowing like a river in the desert land. Your garment was torn, and your strength was gone, leaving you with nothing but the raw cry of a desperate child. But remember this, the darkest hour of the night is always the one that comes just before the first light of dawn. I was refining you in the fire of affliction, burning away the dross so that only the pure gold of your spirit remains. The world tried to crush you, but I was using their pressure to shape you into a vessel fit for my divine honor. They thought they were burying you, but they did not know that you were a seed destined to break through the ground. Your suffering was not a sign of my absence, but a clear evidence of the great preparation for your coming glory. The enemies of your soul rejoiced too soon, thinking they had finally conquered the light that shines within you. But I am the Lord of the breakthrough, and my timing is never a second too late for those who trust in my word. If you were in my place, would you choose to save yourself now, or would you wait for the perfect moment of triumph? Behold, for the order of my kingdom is not like the order of men, and my ways are far above the thoughts of the earth. The trumpet of the celestial realms is sounding now, shattering the silence and shaking the foundations of the world. The golden gate, once a symbol of exclusion, is now trembling under the weight of my sovereign and holy decree. I am turning the world upside down, for those who exalted themselves shall be cast down into the valley of shame, and those who humbled themselves under my mighty hand shall now be lifted up to the highest places of the light. My hand is reaching out from the center of the brilliant light, a hand made of stars and the fire of eternal love. It does not reach for the kings or the princes at the front, but it stretches over the crowd to the very back. It is reaching for you, my child, the one who thought he was forgotten and lost in the sea of many faces. I am parting the crowd, as I once parted the Red Sea, creating a path of light where there was only a wall of men. No human authority can block this passage, and no worldly system can delay the movement of my divine purpose. The arrogant are being pushed to the sides, their mouths falling open in a state of absolute and total shock. They watch in disbelief as the one they once trampled upon is now being summoned to the presence of the King. I am moving you from the end of the line, bypassing every person who thought they were more worthy than you. Your feet are no longer touching the cold Bazan stone, for my glory is carrying you on a carpet of pure light. Your old, worn-out garment is falling away, being replaced by the fine linen of a royal and holy priesthood. The dust of your labor is being washed away by the dew of heaven, revealing a face that shines like the morning sun. This is the hour of the great reversal, where the last shall become the first by the power of my unspoken word. The world did not give you this position, and therefore the world cannot take it away from your hands today. I am doing a new thing in your life, a miracle so swift that it will cause the ears of the scoffers to tingle. You are standing now where others could only dream of standing, in the direct line of my blessing and my favor. The gate is wide open for you, child, inviting you into a destiny that was prepared before the world began. Look at the faces of those who rejected you. They are now seeing the weight of the glory that I have placed on you. They sought for a sign of my presence, but I have made you a living sign of my grace to all of the nations. Your journey from the back was not a detour, but a direct flight to the center of my perfect and holy will. Take a deep breath and feel the peace, for the struggle of the line is over and the era of your reign has begun. I am placing my royal seal upon your forehead, a mark of protection and success that the world cannot erase. This seal is the guarantee of your victory, the proof that you belong to the house of the King of all kings. Your promotion is not for your pride, but for the healing of others who are still standing in the cold shadows. I have made you a leader of the broken, a voice for the silent ones who have been ignored by the systems of men. Your story will be told for generations, a testimony of how the Lord lifts the poor from the ash and the dust. The speed of your advancement will be legendary, catching up to years of lost time in a single day of my favor. No one can complain against your success, for it is written in the books of heaven and sealed by my own hand. The scoffers are silenced forever, for they have witnessed the impossible becoming a reality before their eyes. The line has been dissolved, and the hierarchy of the earth has been replaced by the fellowship of my divine love. You are now an ambassador of the light, carrying the message that no one is ever too far back for my reach. Prepare your heart for the weight of your new responsibility, for much is expected of those who are given much. Walk through the gate with a spirit of humility, remembering the grit and the tears of the place where you began. The gold of this city is not like the gold of the earth, for it is transparent and reflects the purity of my heart. Your future is bright and secure, guarded by the legions of angels who now stand at your side to protect you. Rejoice, my child, for the time of the underdog is over, and the time of the chosen son has finally arrived. I am with you always, in the back and at the front, leading you into the fullness of my eternal and joyful light. Go now and shine for my glory, for the world is waiting to see the light of the one who was moved to the front. In a world that prizes speed and ego, can you now see why I chose the path of hidden silence for your growth? Was your long wait a punishment, or a divine preparation for the weight of glory you now carry? Comment below. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel to remain connected with my eternal messages of hope and grace. Amen.